I had a really bad thing happen the other day. My ex-girlfriend passed away from drugs, and it's been really hard, and this song's about her. And we've never played it before, so bear with us.
When it comes to sorrowful songs by Fidlar, there's a lot to choose from. To me, their most heartbreaking song is Untitled, also known as Sad Face. An acoustic song, a tragic song, about the overdose and loss of Zach's girlfriend to a heroin addiction, while she was pregnant with his kid.
Broken fingers and a bloody chest. I don't think you'll remember this.
It's a difficult song to talk about, and even more difficult when looking at the interview with lead singer Zach, who discussed the song and story behind it. In the interview, he had said, "I had felt such guilt and shame over it. I was the one who introduced her to getting high. She had a miscarriage with my kid, and I didn't know what to do besides drink my life away." According to him, Zach would wake up every morning and head straight to the bar. All his days would start off with a pint of vodka. Tragedies such as his are so heart-wrenching that the common instinct is just to turn away from them. Instances like these are so oppressed and avoided, but Zach couldn't bear with it. So instead, he turned this tragedy into a song to remember what he lost in memory of his girlfriend, which is why the perspective of Sad Face is so heart-wrenching. But before we get into depth about that, let's discuss the structure of the song. I discovered Fidlar pretty late into the scene. All three of their albums had already been released, such as Fidlar, 2, and Almost Free. But I didn't really start listening to their music until about a year ago. The two things that surprised me the most was 1, their storytelling in their music, and 2, the catchiness and simplicity of their songs. But none of their songs get as simple as Fidlar's Sad Face, which only has 3 of the following chords: A and F sharp minor on the first verse, and A flat major, A and F sharp major on the second verse. There's very subtle bass and drums during the song, but overall Sad Face is just Zach and his guitar, composed in a gentle tone. Throughout the song, you're able to hear his voice cracking during the vocals, which lets people have an understanding of how hard it was for him to sing that song. We get a feeling of closeness during the song that is emphasized more in the verses. Sad Face is a song designed to open up the emotions that Zach feels. In 2013, the band performed Sad Face during the 91X session, while later that year, Zach overdosed on heroin 3 times and twice in 1 week. The first time Zach overdosed, he was like, "What the fuck happened?" And the drug dealer told him that he was dying on the floor and that he had shot him up with Narcan, a medication that is used to relieve the effects of opioids. The day after, Zach shot up and overdosed again, which led him to having another overdose a few weeks later. These bad experiences influenced him to write the song called Overdose, which has a very unsettling feeling near the end of the song. Zach screams, "I can't breathe," which makes you feel as if you're having an overdose. Zach was still a heavy user while they were recording their upcoming album, 2, also known as their Sober album. During these times, he had gone in and out of rehab 5 times, and the other band members were getting fed up with it. The band started slowly distancing themselves from Zach, and they were on the verge of breaking up. The last time Zach got out of rehab, he was determined to start using again. He was very depressed and all his close friends had left him besides the band's bassist, Brandon. Fortunately, Brandon had got a hold of Green Day's Billy Joe Armstrong, and the two of them talked on the phone for about an hour and convinced Zach to stay sober. Music has a deep and unique way of emphasizing through the lyrics, to the point where you can visualize the cries for help, realization, and empathy, all bobbing up to the surface momentarily. If you're being carried along with the verses and choruses, you're suffocating in it. In a way only music can describe, Zach forces in an emotional identification with sadness to stop us from suppressing these feelings. It's a deeply distressing experience, but is also formed as a motivational one. And with a catchy tune and heartbreaking lyrics, that is exactly what he does.
It doesn't have a name yet.
Dopa.
You alone now, I can find you a photo. Come and see me in the back, smoking doors up, crowbars. Yeah, we tryna come over. Take all your shit, let me sell it to the